Hello, so just a quick check around the markets. This week really is quite a big one for the US dollar, the greenback. All eyes are very much on the trade talks and also the Federal Reserve rate decision later on Wednesday this week, so just in a few days' time. Let's start off quickly just with the trade situation in the US. So these talks are due to resume between Chinese and US officials on the 30th. So between the 30th to the 31st, they're going to be taking place. So center stage there, and obviously there's been so much uncertainty from last year, 2018, that have continued into 2019 regarding these trade wars or these trade tensions between obviously two huge economic powerhouses, China and also the US, led by Donald Trump. So obviously the real underlying factor behind Trump's motives to want to tackle this is because China, the US has a very large trade deficit with China, and Trump doesn't like that. He's not happy with that imbalance. That China are basically getting a lot of business from them in a nutshell, or the US importing a lot more than they're doing any exporting business to China. Trump's not happy with that, hence why he's trying to slap on these tariffs and talking about trying to manufacture at home in domestic in the US. And obviously this could be very damaging, not just for China and the US, but globally it could have a ripple effect. So that's why these two countries, Trump and China, are really trying to resolve and come to a compromise, a deal with each other. Only the week before last, there was some renewed optimism from Trump, saying he really believes, he's optimistic that China will present a good deal soon, imminently. And then even a Chinese official, this was coming out of sources, suggested that they're going to offer a path or a way to resolve that trade imbalance that the US has with China. So there's a lot of optimism, which was boosting stocks. Stocks were well supported and bid on that. However, cold water was thrown on both those bits of optimism last week, actually, where the US Commerce Secretary, he said that a deal is miles and miles away. So really making it seem like nothing's going to be resolved anytime soon on that front. So the talks are due to resume this week. So the dollar is very much going to be dictated on that, and also, of course, the US stocks. Elsewhere on Wednesday, we have the FOMC rate decision. Now, heading into this, we've already seen the Fed position themselves as in they're taking a bit of a backseat in terms of when it comes to rate hikes. So they're really slowing that down, winding that in. Have even gone as far as suggesting rates could either go up or down. So really sitting back on the fence with regards to interest rates. And they even spoke about, adjusting the balance sheet if need be, if the economic conditions warrant them to do so. So quite dovish is what we're anticipating. And we've obviously, with the global uncertainty, if you like, as well, that likely to keep them on the back burner for the time being with future rate rises. So expecting them to maintain a sit and wait and see stance, which isn't too supportive of the dollar. However, where we saw a large amount of weakness for the dollar on Friday. So where we've seen that, it seems markets are generally pricing this dovish stance from the Federal Reserve. So selling on the rumor, selling on the anticipation, and then perhaps we will see a bounce post the FOMC rate decision on Wednesday. So, selling on the rumor or the anticipation, buying on the fact, buying on the outcome there. So other than that, guys, do read more via our write-up. Thank you very much.